Floyd Ray Roseberry of North Carolina. That's the white man who threatened to blow up the U.S. Capitol area just yesterday. Floyd has been formally charged with threatening to use a weapon of mass destruction and attempting to use an explosive device. He was, of course, taken into custody alive. And local police in North Carolina had actually been warned by Roseberry's family that he planned to travel to D.C. to conduct acts of violence. Roseberry's bomb threat caused an evacuation of the U.S. Capitol area that included the Supreme Court and the Library of Congress. While officials found no bomb in his truck, they did find the materials to create one. And despite his spewing rhetoric consistent with the right-wing nationalist, white nationalist ecosystem, he did this on a Facebook live stream for everyone to see. Most media outlets are claiming that his motives were unknown, and he's still not being discussed as a domestic terrorist. So why? Or do we already know the answer? Well, joining us to discuss all of this is Jared Holt. He's the resident fellow with the Digital Forensic Research Lab. Jared, this white guy in a pickup truck wasn't just another dude ranting on the street. How does he fit into a broader pattern of what you've been tracking?
Yeah, so before Floyd Ray Roseberry's Facebook page was taken down by the company, we were able to gather some of the videos, including the live stream that he did from his truck yesterday morning, in addition to some of the videos that he had broadcast out on the way to DC in the days before. And also going back, we got as far back as like October-ish last year. And what we found was that this was an individual who was both having some kind of mental health crisis, it seemed, but also had his head loaded up with the same kind of conspiracy theories and misinformation about the 2020 election, the very kind of thing that motivated January 6th.
When you made that connection to what motivated January 6th and see that once again this person was prompted Capitol Police to come out in force, but he walked away not being labeled a domestic terrorist. What does that tell you about our ability as a nation to grapple with what the FBI has actually called the greatest domestic terror threat?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this situation and you look at the kind of bulletins that are coming out of places like DHS and the FBI warning about, the increased threat that domestic terrorism, particularly, white nationalist and right-wing extremist domestic terrorism poses to the safety of the nation and therefore all the people within it, like you and I, this seems to really fit the bill. But I think it kind of gets down to what, the kind of fundamental issue that we face with law enforcement in this country to this day, which is that even if these laws are on the books, even if this is something that these departments are saying they are aware of, it's not always applied consistently. It's, it can be kind of selective justice in this country. And that, I think, ultimately is a much deeper problem that we could probably spend a whole other hour talking about, right?
Oh, well, we do talk about that here on BNC. So let's be really blunt. Yeah. If it was my brother or my husband in that truck, he would not be alive today.
I think that is more than fair to say.
Mm-hmm. But the FBI did an interesting report that they released today, and I'm curious for your reaction because it said that the January 6th attack was not coordinated. So is there a legal definition of coordination that wasn't met, but we all could see and you saw on the internet that this was all building up to something?
Yeah, so when they're talking about coordination, if you really kind of get into the grit of that report, what they are saying is that there wasn't like a game plan from some of the major figures who were involved, people like Alex Jones and Roger Stone. Mm-hmm. And it's true, at least on our side, we didn't see anybody saying, okay, at this time, we're going to go into the Capitol. And then once we're there, we're going to take this route and go here. There wasn't really a big plan of that day, but to the degree that it was coordinated, like this was sort of I think maybe a more accurate word to understand this would be like it was incited, you know? It wasn't
Mm.
that the people involved didn't know this was going on or that they did anything to try to stop this, screaming 1776 and cheering people on as they went into the Capitol, for sure. But, this report's being spun a whole lot of different ways, especially in pro-Trump media, to try to
Mhm.
exonerate the activities of that day. But this report, when you really look at it, doesn't do that. It just kind of explains that federal enforcement, through their investigations, were looking to see if there was an overarching plan, if there was a sort of mass conspiracy to do this. And while they have
Mhm.
found evidence to pursue charges of smaller instances of conspiracy with groups that did make explicit plans
Mm.
talking about going into the Capitol and how to do it, um, for the broader arcing events of that day, it was more of a sort of culture of violence and a environment where this was encouraged and cheered on as it was happening.
Mhm. And you mentioned those groups that actually were talking about and collaborating online to breach the Capitol and talking about what they would do to members when they got there. I'm thinking about that moment when the Capitol was breached and a woman by the name of Ashley Babbitt was shot. She has now become a martyr in the right wing. Is that what this guy was looking for? Could he have ended up being another martyr for the white nationalist cause?
It's kind of hard to say. In some of his live stream video from that day, he talks about not wanting to die, and he sounds kind of genuine about it. But if he had died, I am sure that, even if it wouldn't have been as soon as today, eventually these extremist movements would have come up with a way to spin this as a martyr situation. And you mentioned Ashley Babbitt. That whole situation is very gross, and a lot of it stems from the fact that uh, Trump supporters believe it was a black police officer that shot Ashley Babbitt. So it fits into
Yeah.
the narratives that they've been doing for years.
Gross is a good way to describe that. And I appreciate you, Jarrett, for joining us tonight and giving us insight into this universe we don't always get to see. Folks, Jarrett Holt, thank you for joining us. Your Black History Moment is coming up next.